Well, next tonight, protests have taken place across Solihull today by farmers angry at the potential closure of a historic bridge. Barston Bridge, which was built in the 1800s, needs £2 million worth of repair works.
Solihull's council says another option would be to close it altogether. But those who use it say that would lead to misery for neighbouring villages and increased costs for businesses. Pablo Taylor reports.
If you were driving anywhere near Hampton in Arden or Knowle this morning, your journey may have been slightly delayed. This huge convoy of tractors was slowly making its way through the villages. It's not a journey these farmers would normally make, but they say the potential closure of a nearby bridge has left them no choice. This is where their protest had started. Barston Bridge was built in 1859 and is in desperate need of repair. Solihull Council says that would cost around £2 million, so is considering closing it altogether. A move those who use it say could be fatal for businesses.
If it takes you 10 to 15 minutes longer to do a trip, and you just say put a notional £15 an hour on the cost, and you multiply it up by 1,000 vehicles a day, you'll find that that comes out at about £3,000 a day and about £1 million a year. The fact that it might be closed is going to cause a great deal of inconvenience. If it was important in 1859, it's certainly important in 2026.
1,000 drivers prevented from using the bridge could also mean a lot more traffic, something that people here don't want to see get any worse.
They've got to come all through this high street, and it's bad enough here anyway, isn't it? This is a travesty to think you can shut that bridge. You just cannot do things like that.
Roads are going to get even worse than what they already are. Already the potholes aren't being fixed, and it's going to create so much traffic here in these little places, you know, and Barston will just be cut off completely.
As of yet, there's been no final decision made on the future of the bridge. Solihull Council is currently undergoing a public consultation which ends tonight. One councillor I spoke to said the authority was actively listening to residents.
At the end of a consultation, then you look at what you've learnt and you decide what the solution is. I found with consultations sometimes the options that are in your mind in the first place get overtaken because the option that's right for the circumstances is one that you haven't thought of yet, and it could be that that's what happens here.
Today's protest was over in a matter of hours. But imagine, say the farmers, if this was the everyday reality. Pablo Taylor, ITV News.